What's up, guys? How you doing? I have now gotten, as you have heard me say earlier in some past videos, some past recaps of my UH men's basketball team. I had delayed my recap of the Cal Poly game because I was sick, and of course, I had also delayed this upcoming video, which was the Anaheim 2 Supercross recap. So I'm going to put up my banner here. So let's get started. There you see the recap. Levi Kitchen and Cooper Webb were your winners for the Triple Crown, the first of the 2024 year. And of course, this one here, Cooper Webb issued a ludicrous penalty. You can also tell it's also in the title as well. So I'm going to talk about the racing first. I got to watch the replay of the race, and I thought that the track was a really good track. It was a big one, and it seemed like there were a lot of places to pass, especially with the rhythm section and Jason Anderson uncorking that quad, and also that futures race between Gavin Towers and Cole Davies. I thought that was a good battle, and I have to be honest. I thought that Gavin Towers was going to win it because of him being a little more experienced than Cole Davies, but Davies really showed me that he's going to have a fruitful career in motocross if he decides to go for it. And hey, good on him. That was an entertaining race there. But as far as the pro class is concerned, we'll start with the 250s. RJ Hampshire and Levi Kitchen were battling in the first two races, both splitting the first two. But it all got decided in the third race when Hampshire went down. If that guy can just keep it on two wheels, he'll make me look like a genius. Because, like I said earlier, Hampshire is my pick for the title. But Levi Kitchen, good on him to win for Pro Circuit Kawasaki. Now Pro Circuit doesn't have to wait until the buzzer, so to speak, when Jo Shimoda won the last race. But Jo Shimoda, I think, could be his own worst enemy. And I say that because when Joe came into this season, I'm sure Honda put a lot of pressure on him. But I hope they didn't do what Yamaha did to Michael Craig after he won the Tampa Supercross in 1994, where Yamaha put so much pressure on Craig and he cracked and would end up leaving Team Yamaha for Honda and Troy. If Honda's doing the same thing with Jo Shimoda, that's not a good thing because, I mean, I know that Shimoda was expected to win, and I'm sure they probably had some good feelings that they were going to win another 250 title. But still, you got Chance Hymas running the East Coast. Personally, I still think Hunter Lawrence should join him, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. But still, I mean, look at what happened to Travis Pastrana. And that's all I'm going to say about that. The 450s, it was all about consistency for Cooper Webb as he went 2.25. Chase Sexton took the first race, but I think he kind of beat himself in the second race on. And the fact that he was battling with Eli Tomac for around the end of the top 10, which was very surprising to me anyway, because I guarantee you 10 out of 10 people would never have guessed that Eli Tomac and Chase Sexton would be fighting for about 9th or 10th place. But Sexton, I think, shot himself in the foot a little bit with the bad start and even putting Kyle Chisholm down. I don't think that was intentional on Sexton's part. I thought it was just racing at its finest, and Chisholm was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And Cooper Webb, of course, showing consistency. And like I said, I'm going to keep this short, guys, because I really need to get this off my chest. But I wanted to spend quite a bit of time on that ludicrous penalty that Cooper Webb got because he refused his interview for winning race number two. And the AMA is proving what a joke they are. And I got to tell you, if you're going to give Cooper Webb a penalty for refusing an interview, what kind of hypocrites are you? I mean, look at what happened to Ricky Carmichael in 2001 at Troy, because the guy was suffering from a stomach virus and he had to skip his post-race questions to Davey Coombs after both motos at Troy. And of course, reports were on the internet that Ricky Carmichael cracked his pants after the first moto at Troy. And of course, in the second moto, Ricky was just way too sick. So really, if you're not going to penalize Ricky Carmichael for that, and you're going to penalize Cooper Webb for not taking an interview after one of the Triple Crown races, that's what I call being nitpicky and just looking for other ways to just piss somebody off. So really, I have no words for the AMA right now, because they really know how to tick you off with these little nitpicky penalties that that seems to be going around. I mean, I hate that happens to Cooper Webb. And I even thought that Jason Anderson's penalty was pretty ludicrous as well, because, I mean, accelerating off the track, it's a little bit over the top, but considering where Anderson was, there was nobody coming, so he should have been okay. Because, I mean, really, that's like trying to merge onto the freeway, and if you take someone out coming onto the track, then yeah, I can understand why you'd be penalized there. But for nobody coming, no, that's way too inconsistent and way too nitpicky, and not to mention way too stupid with how you're handling penalties, because I don't think you're handling them very fairly. So for Cooper Webb to be issued that kind of penalty for refusing an interview when he was sick, how could the AMA not know that? I mean, I was sick myself for a few days myself, and if I were to refuse an interview because I didn't want to get someone else sick, I would think that would be doing a favor. I mean, yeah, he didn't win the race, okay. But still, if you're sick, they need to take that. The AMA should really have taken that into consideration instead of just jumping to BS conclusions like that. And all I can say to them is shame on you. I don't know what you guys think, but I still think that is a penalty that should never have been issued. So anyway, guys, that's all for today. I just thought I'd keep it short with the recap. And we'll see what happens we'll see what happens when we go to Detroit to open up the East Coast. And we'll see you all then. So we'll see you Saturday. And don't forget, it's a day race. So thanks, guys. Subscribe. I'll catch you all later.